Welcome to Sports News Review YouTube channel with the Coaches Coyotes Coaches Notes. Now, I took notes over the game yesterday between Buffalo and Tampa Bay. And let me go over some of the notes with you. Okay, I'll do a game summary. Okay, so first drive for Tampa Bay was because Buffalo defaulted, which ended up really good choice because the Tampa punted. Win for Buff for defending the ball. Okay, win for Buffalo. And like the first drive for the Bills, you had let's see, you had Allen running and the crowd cheers. Now I it was more of just a feeling like uh, let Josh Allen run because uh, they need to win this game really bad. Okay, and the stats are out there that you get hurt more in the pocket than running. Well, did get hurt with his shoulder when he ran earlier, but that's just the way it was because of the way he landed. He should have slid. Now, see when the Bills second, they make the second. When the Bills made that second first down, it was like a relief on the crowd. That was the crowd noise that the ball is moved. You know, it's like it was just like a cheer in the crowd for like hearing it on the television. Like, I could feel it. Like they just if it makes any sense, you can feel that the crowd was like a relief of like, oh, we are moving the ball, and that's what we expect. You know what I mean? To the Bills to be like against a team like Tampa Bay. Okay, but okay, so then here's some important note. With there's around 9:23 time remaining, 9 minutes 23 seconds time remaining in the first quarter. The Bills are on the 4 Bucks side. Okay, that's this notes. I'm reading the notes. Okay, so now it's then when it was it ended up being 3rd and 6. They had so they had first and I guess they had first and goal on the Bills on the Bills had first and goal on Tampa Bay's yard line, and then it became 3rd and 6, and then is that when oh yes, and then that's when I guess that's when Allen threw that pass, and I wasn't like, oh, I didn't like that choice. Like I felt like he could have scrambled out and maybe got help his receiver get some separation instead of just tossing it. But he had he tossed it like if it would have went more reachable for it was I think it was Kincaid. I mean, yeah, it was a pass that was ill-advised pass he did. Yeah, it became very important because they missed out on a touchdown attempt when Kincaid almost. I think that's the one where Kincaid almost made a touchdown with that. Is that where the? I'm trying to see. Is that where the gadget play? I thought I wrote it down where the gadget play was. Okay, so that became a very important uh, situation later because the game was closer than it should have been. Like the Bills, they won the game, and in the NFL, a win is a win, and you it's just it's every given Sunday. And this being that Thursday night, even the Bucks could get lucky on a Thursday night and win. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, okay, well, there's a lot of things that like you don't just the art like like I said, I'm speaking from a Bills backer point of view since '86. Well, I used to like the Bills before '86, but I was more of a Chargers fan. I was young. I explained that in other videos how I was young and Chargers were an up and coming group. I'm very as they say, like impressionable. In the '70s, I started watching football and Don Coryell and Chargers. And I said that, like I said that in other videos. And '86, I switched to the Bills because Jim Kelly. I thought it was just easier. You got it's easy. I live in Ontario. It's easy to follow the Bills when you live in Ontario. So even now, it's nice because now I listen to 550 AM, AM 550 on the radio, and this game was like I wanted Bills to win because I didn't. Also, I wanted to be able to listen to the radio AM 550 and not everybody be negative. And it was scary. Like this game is scary. Let's not kid ourselves. It's a scary game for being a Buffalo fan. Like I would say it was like a Jekyll and Hyde game. There was like Doc, Dr. Jekyll. He was in the beginning. Like they had everything was working. I even felt it, like if there's such a thing, you could feel it. That like, oh, okay, we're this is what the Buffalo Bills are supposed to be like. Like, this is it. This is the Bills, like a dominating team. And then second half, of course, the old cliche since that novel has been popular. Mr. Hyde came out, and and then you had your moments of Dr. Jekyll coming out again, but that was the game. It was a Jekyll and Hyde personality game for Buffalo. They had their weaknesses that were exploited. Mostly, it looked like the simple, like just out pat, like what do you call it, the down and out pattern. Where like Mayfield's good for that. Kind of just scrambles bit to the right or to the left. He throws an outlet pass, and hopes magic happens on the run. And that was one of Buffalo defense's weakness. I noticed that night. Well, again, they're missing Matt Milano, so that was exploited weakness there, right there, that Tampa Bay picked on, and Buffalo, of course, is already they're well aware of it. They're well aware. They knew they just. But they did come through. Defense did come through. Defense did play a good game. Well, now the Jekyll and Hyde, that was mostly the offense. That was that was for the offense of the Jekyll and Hyde comparison. Whereas defense, like I said, they did their best with what players they had to put on the field with all the injuries, key injuries, and Von Miller's not 100%, and he was out there, but he's not 100% ready to play. It's almost scary that he plays now because he can. What if they're doing good, then they're gonna need him. Need him bad. That keep. You just need that one or two sacks. If you get one or two sacks a game, where he just like a third down sack that makes them lose 15 yards. That's the Von Miller. That's what they got Von Miller for. The disrupt the game defensively, to totally shift the momentum. Football, lots of times it's about momentum, and you can. I think I wrote it down in a note somewhere about where memento changes. Feel. I haven't looked. I'm starting to look at the notes again. Okay, there was a. Oh yeah, there was a. I guess I wrote this down because it must have been really important. There was a flag on Buffalo at 5:52, and then replay confirm it. Buffalo s- stuffs run, but wait, there was something. Okay, what was it was the second? Okay, I guess it was the second possession. Buffalo. I got to not do these notes in such illegible writing here. I got to do. Okay, second possession for Tampa Bay. Buffalo stops a run try. Yeah, okay, that was it. That was yes. This is really important. Now I said this is twice now. Okay, this note is important, but I'm learning how. I gotta learn how to take notes. Be able to write it in a way where when I read it like this, cold readings. I'm just reading my notes from yesterday's game, and it's cold readings, and I should pause it more often, and I should just pause it, and then I'd be able to read it and then know what to say. But since I deciphered my handwriting now, okay, so yeah, Buffalo stomp. I put stomps on. It looks like stomps, but it should be Buffalo stops a run try. It is a sign Bills want Tampa Bay to throw. Yes, I got it. Yeah, I like that one. When they stopped the run, it was like to me it was like they had personnel that was going to stop the run out there, and then like they wanted to Baker Mayfield. They wanted to put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hand, and so that way he can. They feel that he'll make mistakes possibly. That's the thing. You know these are the coaching decisions that between both teams on like Buffalo when they like I said Buffalo stopped that run try, and to me it was like a coaching decision then for Tampa Bay. Do you uh, try to keep the run game that's not there, maybe break through, or put it in Baker, or you're going to put it in Baker, or they want you since they want me to put it in Baker Mayfield's hands. That's the coach Bowles saying that to himself. If they want me to put it in Baker Mayfield's hands, then okay, well, that's where we'll have to go with. Okay, so then it was okay. Then Tampa Bay had a possession, and the hike went over. Look, almost went over Baker Mayfield's hands. It was high. It's not Baker Mayfield's fault. That ball was snapped a little high. That's the center's fault on that one, my opinion. But I totally think that's the center's fault. But he made something. He made something out of nothing though. But that was fun. That was close. That was a close call. That if there was been it would have been a huge momentum shift, as they say. But in football, is a lot about momentum shifts, and that would have been a huge momentum shift if somehow the Bills recovered when he fumbled. But yeah, but there was a play made that was something out of nothing. It looked like, and then okay, so then oh yeah, so then they went and did a field goal attempt. Um, yeah, that was short, and then I found that Shaq Lawson tipped it. Nice, like wow, just tipped it enough to make it short. But that field goal would have went if there was no tip. I think that field goal would have went through, 57 yarder. That person on Tampa Bay has what they you call a leg. Wow, he has a good leg. So then, but then Buffalo got the ball back in the possession, and there was a pass to Diggs, but then there was a holding flag on Buffalo. Uh, and then it's like, yeah, this is at the bottom right here on this page in the notes. This is what I wrote real quickly. Allen made good quick pass, almost to be hit hard. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. It's funny to actually read the notes, and you think that you're just going to be able to understand it the next day. No, you're not. So anyone taking notes, I think you should try to not do it like that. Like just quickly think that you'll be fine tomorrow. The next day or whatever to read it and not really. I got to decipher it. I got to decipher everything. Allen made good quick pass. Was about to be hit hard. Yes, that's what it says. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Allen made. Oh, that was like, like that was honestly that was a really good um, pass he did where he learned from experience that there was a player that came untouched, as they say. Just it's 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 something I've just I don't know what to say. Like I don't understand why this there's just no like even a running back to make sure that the one player that gets loose and well to block. I don't know. I just yeah, that was a big one. I seen that. It looked like nothing, but it was huge. That was huge because he could have. I think back in the day, he would have. Back in the day, and a few years ago, it was back in the day. Yeah, he probably would have held on too long. Okay, so here it is it says that at Buffalo, it's in the second quarter now. 2 minutes and 12 seconds of time remaining. They still had the Doctor Jekyll because this is my note. Okay, so I said Buffalo Buff. I put Buff. I'll read what I said first because that's what I read. That's what I'm trying to say is like what I'm trying to decipher is what my hand reading is now or handwriting. Well, did I just say hand reading? Uh, I don't have the ability to just rewind a little bit, continue this video like one day, be able to stop it, rewind it, the same video, don't have to, or and then start from again. But anyways, this is what I wrote. So I wrote Buff with a period. So that was for me Buffalo at 2:12 time remaining, first quarter. Nice pass when Allen given time. Oh, I see. Yes. Uh, yes. Give Allen time. Yes, he makes it. He makes a good. He can make some good decisions when he's given time. Like that's any quarterback. You only have split. It's not a knock on any quarterback, but they don't have much time, and they have to make these split second decisions. Sometimes they pay off. Sometimes mm, not so good. Oh, not so good. But here it is. The next play was nice gadget to Kincaid, fourth and goal. It that was that one. Okay, that was the one. Yeah, that was one. Yes, not agree with that run play. Yeah, and then that was that run play. I didn't agree with it. And then it was like not. And then the pass after the run play, like they just they had a nice opportunity, a beautiful gadget play to Kincaid, and it just like like that was like a Mahomes. They said that too, probably on the broadcast because I think I heard that saying like a Mahomes style play where it was like a nice gadget play and Kincaid got close to the. You could see it on a replay where his knee was down and where the football was. And it's like, yeah, the knees. As soon as the knee touches that ground, that's where the football stops. So all you had to do is get the point of the ball over the goal line before his knee touched, and that would have been a touchdown. So like you had see that's what I mean by the Jekyll and Hyde. That was the Jekyll and Hyde right in that series right there, where you had Doctor Jekyll with the nice pass. I think it was the pass, and then the gadget play, and then after that, for some reason, Mr. Hyde shows up, and that's that's got to stop. It's game long season. Just I think that's if you're for me if I was in the room and talking about it the game on I don't know if they go like they take how many days off they're gonna take but the game room because they don't have to play till next Sunday now because of Thursday night they play Thursday night but like I think what is the main theme in the room I'd say is just the offense, just tell them the offense in the offensive meeting is we're we're like that old cliche. We're too Jekyll and Hyde. We do great, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these things come out where like for whatever reason, mistakes are made. And then that's what needs to be just trimmed down. So, but the score was at the 10-0, 10-0 there. Okay, so then it's still in the second quarter with. Okay, so the defense stopped them pretty good. Now, a 57-yard field goal attempt, that was good. And like I said, that's a kicker. Wow, he's got the leg. So Tampa Bay now has 3 on the board, and the Buffalo's 10. Okay, so then this one was in the second quarter, and I wrote this down real quick. At the time, it seemed like it was going to be crazy news. Josh Allen intent, backup throwing ball. Then it went to a commercial break, but they were saying, I think, like the announcer, it was the announcer saying that, oh, okay, we'll try to find out what's going on when they have the backup Allen, forget his first name, the backup Allen quarterback, passing, doing some warm up passes, and Josh Allen is in the tent, and that's when I wrote that down. That seemed like, whoa, okay. But then after the commercial break, and then you see Josh Allen's on the field, and I put scare. Yeah, that was quite the scare during the commercial break, and until it came back, and you're like, oh, what's going on? And then there's Josh Allen on the field, which is like, okay, no more, don't worry about it. He did have a shoulder that hurt him. It was a thrown arm, but he was fine. But yeah, he knows now that if it doesn't feel right, don't risk the rest of the season just to because it's like it's better to lose the game with a backup than have be Josh Allen out the rest of the season. So, anyways, so Josh Allen is then on the field, but then it's just I didn't like that throw that got tipped after. I put like Josh Allen on field, and then Allen makes looks like a bad choice. Ball got tipped, and I looked at it over, and when the replay, and I think even the announcers were saying like not sure why he chose that target when there was clearly defenders around that receiver, which and then put him in a vulnerable position where he can get like pasted. Like he almost pasted. Like I forget when it was. I don't know if I wrote it down in my notes that he almost got. He almost got Diggs pasted with a throw. I don't think he should have threw. He didn't see the defender right there. It was like, oh, that was like a pass. It's like I can't. Like I said, I don't remember what quarter it was, but I remember just if I find it, maybe if I find it, and if you read as I'm reading, but that was just one of those passes. I was like, they called it hung out to dry, and yeah, he almost got Diggs hurt. Like just what just a bad throw would have been. It would have just been a bad throw, but on an interception, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay got a touchdown. Yeah, I was just looking at the score. Yeah, because earlier they scored the 57-yarder, but now they had the touchdown. So then the extra point was good. So it was a 10-10. So that I wrote down momentum shift and a question mark. Okay, now when it's live, it's the second quarter, and all that just happened. I wrote that down. Oh no, this feels like if you're on Tampa right now, it is such a momentum shift. A feeling like we could do this. We could do this. I got lots of game notes. I guess should just kind of go more quickly over it because I got two more pages I wrote. I didn't realize it. Yeah, and then the second quarter with I'm still in the second quarter here. 6:46 remaining. Tampa Bay ball on the own 25. Uh, Buffalo ball on your own 25. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so after I guess now there was a first and 10, and it was a good choice to call a run. I like a lot. I almost became like, nah, don't run anymore. It's not worth it. But now, that was I go, wow, excellent choice to call a run at the time, and then a good pass to Davis. There's Dr. Jekyll. I mean, you know, Dr. Jekyll. Cook, okay, and then Cook doing good for first down on two runs. He got yeah. So then Cook got first down on two runs, and then a nice pass to Diggs, and then it is in the second quarter. Yes, nice touchdown for Dalton Kincaid, which made it Buffalo 17 and Tampa Bay 10. Eh, Okay, so that's when memento shift again. Like you just felt it. It just the crowd felt it. Like when that it was like this the relief of like yes we that's what we expect out of the Buffalo Bills, and it was like this relief of like yes like there was a lot of moments you could just collectively sigh of relief. How many in Buffalo in the stadium? Even though I wasn't at the stadium, I'd probably be able to feel it, like the aura of everyone just going, "Oh, this is oh good, oh nice." Like it was more like when Kincaid got that touchdown, it was the feeling of like like the moment we who would that was thought that the momentum was on Tampa Bay side. That changed it again. That made Buffalo, you know, come out and had a momentum shift and really had a good a good way to go into halftime. But okay, now most people would have called this a weird before this halftime. Okay, what seemed like a weird time to call a timeout by Sean McDermott, but it was to prevent Tampa Bay from kicking, because then they would have tried to kick the ball with 5 seconds left, and if there was a miss, no harm. Like they would have probably hiked it with 5 seconds left, and then you would have gave that was it would have been like a 57 yarder again, something like that. So he already made one earlier, and at the time I almost went, "What are you doing? Why are you calling a timeout? You're giving them a chance to set up to set up the field goal." But then it was like they thought it over, and how many seconds they were given? Like I forget. I was only yeah. So they would have had how much time? They would have had a lot. They would have had some time if they would have missed it, or if it would have went short, because one was blocked earlier too. Uh, so that played into the coach's decision. But yeah, the timeout was actually a good timeout because it's like okay, do your kick, but if you miss or it gets if it's short because it's tipped again, we get the ball where the holder held the ball, and then there's so much time left that we could possibly kick, shift the momentum and go for it, get another 3 points. So that played in his head too, where Tom Bowles just decided to kick it, and then it became halftime. Buffalo got the possession, but nothing came out of a halftime. Okay, so then the third, and then oh yes, then in the third it was Buffalo, paid off. They got the ball, deferred earlier. They stopped the defense. So anyone with it's nice to come out at halftime knowing you're getting the ball. Okay, so then Buffalo gets the ball on the 25, and then it was a nice 1st and 10, nice pass to Kincaid, nice catch and run by Davis, and then found one to Diggs, nice catch and run by Davis. Yeah, it was, and then Gabe Davis was wide open in the end zone. There's they came out Dr. Jekyll. They came out great, looked like Dr. Jekyll. Score 24-10. Looked kind of good. And then, what the third, um, that was Tampa Bay had the possession at 10:40 left, I guess. 10:40 left in the game. Baker runs for a first down, and then the second run after missed the second. Is it the second run after missed sack by Buffalo? Avoids sack. Runs for first down. Runs for first down. Oh, okay. Okay, then there was a second time where there's a missed sack. I put the second time in a row, almost in a row, where Baker runs it is because there was a missed sack by Buffalo, and then he avoided the sack, Baker, and runs for a first down. And then there's the huge third down, Tampa Bay 3rd and 5. And then Tampa Bay punted. So the Buffalo defense, it was a good job. They stopped him. They got him to punt. Okay. We had a lot of action going down. Right, but when Buffalo got possession, they had to punt the ball. They felt like it, of course. A lot of folks saying they should have not punted, but they pinned them on their 4-yard line. That helped. That really helped. The third quarter, the 1st and 10 on the 4-yard line, but defense makes Tampa punt. Yeah, so they took over on the first. Tampa Bay took over on the 4-yard line. Defense made Tampa punt. Defense did a great job of keeping Buffalo in the game, and it's only the third quarter, which is they. That was the feeling I was getting. Even though there was a lot of success earlier, I was just getting this feeling of they could still lose it in the most horrible way. It just they didn't put it away. That's the thing. They didn't put it away. Then there was this is notable. The third quarter, with 52 seconds left. Time remaining, 52 seconds. Time remaining. Nice run by Allen. Another nice run by Allen. And then it was a nice hole for Cook to run. Then it was that Allen took the sack. Allen took the sack, and it was like I don't know. He took a sack. I don't know if it was. Uh, I don't. It was like he thought he was going to get an offside call, which you shouldn't. I don't know. He didn't get the offside call. That was just one he probably would take back. He wouldn't have took that bad sack. He thought he would. It was just. It's just something they'll have to go through the game room and do this situation over and over and prevent this from happening again. Just though, if you can't be 100% sure that you're going to have a penalty called on your for you and have a free play, which he didn't, and could have been quite the momentum shifter right there for Tampa. Well, in the fourth quarter, still, we're in the fourth quarter here, and there was Buffalo had possession. They were kind of moving the ball, and I wasn't a big fan of that outside pass to Diggs at the time. This is around the 12 at the 12:58 mark left time remaining. 12 minutes 58 seconds left, and then Buffalo was flagged. There was a delayed game, and then it ended up with Buffalo punting. This that one, that penalty, delayed game penalty, and it costed because I think this. Let's see, with 10:05 time remaining, Tampa took over on for like their first and 10. They took over on the downs here. They took over. Tampa gets a first down. They're on their own 24-yard line. So Tampa was called for offensive holding. Okay, but then there was a blitz. Tampa. It says that yeah, I put down Tampa Bay was scaring the Buffalo fans. It seemed like they were moving the ball, and it was scary. It was like the kind of like you don't like the way they're moving the ball, kind of like oh, you want your defense to be able to stop those little chippy plays, but it's the way it goes. You take what you if you're Tampa Bay, you take what you can get. So then, but they did a blitz, and it did pay off for Buffalo. The blitz that didn't get burned on the blitz. Then it was 4:07 left in the fourth. The Buffalo was flagged for illegal contact, and it became first and 10 for Tampa Bay on the Buffalo 42. And then with 3 minutes 11 seconds remaining, flag on play, personal foul, the face mask. Oh, that was just like that's yes, that's where the hide came out for Buffalo, where the the player didn't need to touch his face mask at all. He didn't need to touch that face mask. It was weird. He had him in the grasp. And it was like, you know, that when you had defense doing a decent job of being, for Buffalo, and then that face mask, like, it kept the drive alive for Tampa Bay. Kind of, it shifted momentum. It's like for Buffalo, it was like, oh shoot, and you could clearly see the player knew what the f, was I doing. I heard him. I could tell you. I think I heard him screaming. You know, no, I didn't hear it scream. I didn't hear the f word, f bomb, as they say. I did not hear the f bomb, but I did. If you can read lips, I am. He's an adult and he's out there, and he was on top of the world and he blew it. Like he would have got that sack. He would have been such a hero. Like at the time. It would have been like. Of course, I wouldn't have wrote this down. Of course, with that. So yeah, Buffalo takes. Yeah, then Buffalo passed. Okay, so the personal foul was three. Okay, last 3 minutes. Yeah, it was insane. I got a lot just on the last 3 minutes. Okay, let's see. 2:51, fourth and 10, Tampa Bay on the Buffalo 24. Touchdown. Oh, there was a touchdown. Mike Evans. Okay, so, and then there was a successful 2-point try. Okay, so then became 24-18. So then Buffalo take possession. They took the possession on 26. I couldn't figure out how long it's on 25. And then first and 10 on the 26. I think it should be 25-yard line. Second and 6. Josh Allen runs. Third and 5. Buffalo pass to Diggs. First down. That was killer. Like that first down pass was so killer because you still had 2 minutes left, and Buffalo Okay, so we're at 2 minute warning here. Okay, now the score is 20. So the score is 24. Buffalo 24, Tampa Bay 18. So looking at second and 6. Josh Allen run. Third and 5. Buffalo pass to Diggs. First down. 2 minutes left. Second and 5 on the 48. Then third and 3 and short. And they were short on that play. I guess maybe it was a run. I didn't. I should have wrote it down what it was. I just wrote down third and 3 and then short. Okay. And then the fourth down, Buffalo calls the timeout with 31 seconds left, and then Buffalo punts. I'm still like on the fence on that one. I'm not sure how it was. I actually wrote that down because it sounds really scary. If Buffalo calls the timeout and then with 31 seconds left, and then Buffalo punts, it sounds scary. To get the punting team on. I can't remember why now. Okay, so Tampa Bay is first and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Okay, and then with only 16 seconds left, second and 3, flag. Bucks called timeout. Why did I write flag? I should have wrote who the flag was on. That was... Oh, it's because I was running out of space on this page. That was bad reporting. I only wrote down 0-16 left, second and 3, flag. But I didn't write down what the flag was all about. Okay. That was bad reporting there. Timeout. Okay. Bucks call timeout. 4 seconds left. Okay, when there was 4 seconds left. To me, I wrote down. Then I wrote down last play. It's going to be the last play. And I wrote incomplete pass, game over. But I didn't know how close it was. I still didn't see the replay because I was so busy writing this down. Incomplete because I heard it on the radio. And when I was listening, the thing is, I was listening to it on the radio, and they were like 30 seconds ahead of the TV, which was killer, because then I could look on the TV and know the play was coming up, which play was coming. But in this case, what I did was I heard incomplete pass, and I'm staring. There's nothing to look at on the TVs much because they're not even hiked. They didn't even hike the ball yet, and the play's over. So I'm just waiting to hear him say if any flags, because you can't end the game on a. So I'm writing all this down, not looking at the TV screen when the actual play happens. When the actual live play happens, and then I find out later that it could have been catchable for the like. That's just scary if you're Buffalo. It's scary. Like they knew what the pass was going to be, and somehow it just turned into a situation where Tampa could have won that game if the player would have seen the ball. I never looked at the replay, but I should look at the replay before I talk. But something about the ball was landed near his feet, and he wasn't facing the ball. Which now I'm thinking, wow, that was crazy. I mean, yes, uh, it's a like, my final thing is this. Okay, of course, they're gonna say it, cliche. A win is a win in the NFL. No matter which way you get it, it's a win. But as far as a Bills backer goes, it's like it's a win, but there's a lot of discussions to be held in the video conferencing rooms. There's going to be a lot of discussion, segmented discussions where you know they're going to have your offense, your defense, in separate rooms possibly, because there's going to be a lot of chewing out, as they say, probably I don't know how they do it. For me, I'd like to do individual chewing out, like just pointing out what happened here for someone like Josh Allen. Josh Allen does not need to be scolded by it. He's an adult. He has to be out there. His health is on the line every play. He's one hit away from being permanently injured out of the game. And thing is, just needs, I guess, what's it called, positive reinforcement to those like those plays, those throws that like I all disagreed on. It's just, to clean that up, and if defense can just uh, not, like it's just one player on the defense, but that may just the face mask. That this wouldn't happen. There's so many things that people don't realize. That's why it's a game, full game. Uh, There's so many things that happen in a football game that one play could change the whole momentum of the game. And that, like I said, if he would have not got the penalty on the face mask, that that was a momentum changer. Just everything, It just, what are you gonna do? Well, you have to take the win. And I guess next Sunday night, Cincinnati, I'll have a pregame talk on that one. And I just warn people, it's going to be there's a lot of things that Buffalo's got to clean up deal. And obviously everybody knows. But I'm going to leave on a positive that the Bills won this game. A win is a win. You're in the NFL. These are all professional players. But we are just being analysts the next day, which is fine. We're just analyzing what we see, right? Everyone can analyze what you see. And it's just fun to hear other people point out things. Uh, I used, like I said, this is done for free. I do this for fun. I'm never going to be monetized. I don't even want to show my face and all that. I'm using Coyote here to say goodbye. Okay, with that, Coyote's going to go over and out, right? Coyote, over and out. He's had enough. The Coyote has spoken. Over, Coach Coyote. Sorry. Oh, 1,000 pardons, Coach. Coach Coyote has spoken. Over and out.